having us be convinced that our worth lies outside of ourselves or that we have to earn it is a really good business model. Think about it. You are trying to purchase or trying to find something you already possess. You will always be looking for it because you don't know you already have it. You're looking for it everywhere, but in the one place it actually resides, right? I was trying to explain this to someone, and it was like, I came up with this analogy of, it's like you're going on an Easter egg hunt, right? You're searching, but the egg is already in your basket, and your basket's the one place you're not looking, right? So you are the golden egg that you're searching for. So we have all been gaslit. We've all doubted that we have inherent value, that it's out there somewhere, and we got to prove all these people wrong in order to have it. And so how do we return to ourselves, right? In a society where we aren't told that we're valuable, how do we start to return to that? That's what makes this radical, because actually self-love is a known truth that we probably had at the beginning, but we got to return to that, right? I like to say it's not about arriving somewhere, it's about returning to a basic truth. So here's a couple ideas. And think about what resonates with you and cherry pick from what you like. So, how to push back and how to reclaim your self-worth. Okay, well, the first one on my list is to really get to know who you actually are. Who am I, right? There's been a lot of messages that have been telling you who you are, right? A lot of negative representations, a lot of stereotypes, a lot of mistreatment. Oftentimes when we're mistreated, we start to get the belief that, oh, I must be bad or not enough in some way. That's why I'm being treated this way. So on the journey of finding who you are, you can start with your culture. Where do I come from? Who are the people that can help me define me, right? What's the true history of my people? Now that might be hard, because we know history has been written to serve the people who want to create a certain message, right? So doing some digging, figuring out, where do I come from? What is my history? Who am I, right? A very grassroots question that none of us ask ourselves nearly often enough is, what do I want? What do I like in this moment? What do I need, right? We're always thinking about what should be done, what has to be done, what's practical. But how many times do we ask ourselves, what do I want right now? Right? Go ahead and ask yourself right now, what do I want? You might notice that you're thirsty. You might notice that you need to take a bio break. How many of you work at a counseling center or somewhere where you literally see client back to back, and at the end of the day, you're running to the bathroom because you haven't even given yourself a bio break, right? So our basic physiology is something we can start paying attention to. Our joys, our likes and preferences, like what makes me up, right? So who am I? And how do I go about really honing in on that? Heads up, who you are will undulate and change and morph over time, but trying to keep track of who you are is a very great journey. I like to say you're your grandest quest, so go on the journey. So who are you? Who is your tribe? Who is your community? Where do you feel most seen and reflected, right? And that might take you on some interesting paths, right? It might not be exactly who you thought it was, but trust your nervous system. Who and where do you feel most at ease? Where do you feel uplifted and honored and valued, right? It might not be in some of the spaces you expect. You got to follow the trust and follow the encouragement.